we do have some rust problems here, some rust issues that need to be repaired. Here and here, and probably this area in here, the back part needs to be replaced. I can see some thinness down here too, and I haven't stripped this off yet. Now, from right here, if you look closely, you can see this line. That's a patch that's been put in, and it runs up here, and it comes up here on this door edge, and then it turns and goes toward the front. You can see it right there. You can see a rivet right there, and where the patch curves down and goes back down. So there is a patch starting here and coming here and up like this. Now I can tell by looking at it, it's galvanized steel, which surprises me that that body plastic has held to it that well, but it has. The customer would like me to leave this patch in. Now, there was a time where there was absolutely no way I would do that, but I'm not so uptight these days, and I can just see this as being a challenge. Hey, let's leave this patch in. That's fine with me. I've warned her of, it's my responsibility to warn the customer of, what could happen. It's like having a bad foundation, but at the same time I can see it as a challenge to do my best with what's here, and you never know. If I live 20 more years, I may be laughing and seeing that this thing lasted that long. So what I'm going to do is patch this back here. Now, I've taken the fender and the running board and the splash apron off and some other things loose, and that's messed with my door fiddle a little, not seriously, but a little bit. I put this bar back in here, this bar that was here originally that I mentioned earlier. I've reinstalled it to help me hold this. Now, right now I don't have this tightened, so it's not having any effect on this, but I believe I'm going to need this bar to help hold this in place while I do these repairs, because it's going to get kind of flimsy, and that's potentially potential for messing up my door fit. So anyway, that's the challenge here. Is I'm going to replace this. I'm going to get rid of the plastic that's on here because I think it's deeper than it needs to be, and hopefully make it to where it doesn't need to have thick plastic on it, but still stay with that patch. I can slide under here, and I can see that besides that patch, someone's put a 16 gauge plate in down here. And you can see that the patch just comes down to the edge of the plate and then ends. So it doesn't weld to the plate. The plate is nailed to the wood, but the patch is just kind of ragged along this edge. So what I want to do there, you can see that ragged edge and how it's rough and it doesn't look good, is I'm gonna make that even with that plate and then weld it, or at least spot weld it in a few places to give it strength. So to clean that edge up and make it look good, get rid of some of this thick plastic, leave this patch in if at all possible. I'll have to make a jam patch here to attach to it to make this, to correct this, and as I was saying, put in new metal back here where the original body is rusted through. So that's the challenge.